It's game on. We're at the halfway point of this NFL season. So many counted out the purple. We hear from the players, how they predicted their season would be playing out. It's hot stove time for the Twins, a fan favorite with us to talk Twins turnaround. Seven's chef is in for one of his shining moments with two standout pros at the dinner table. And have you ever been chicked? We'll check in and check it out. This is Game On.
Skelton on the run. It's intercepted right into the hands of Harrison Smith. He's still going. Harrison Smith.
Clearly one of the highlights from your Minnesota Vikings. 2 games in 5 days, getting rest on this long weekend. From the Dakotas to downtown Minneapolis, great to be with you. This is Game On, powered by 7, your ultimate event destination. I'm Rod Simons, and we have a great show for you. We're still talking Vikings. Get to that in just a second. We're also talking Twins. With the World Series starting, we're trying to fix this baseball team. We got a guy who knows them from the inside out with us in just a couple of minutes, and we'll quickly address your fantasy concerns. Even though the Vikings aren't playing, there's stuff to be talked about. We'll get to that too. But as you know, we always start Game On by the numbers. And when we look at the numbers, yes, we're at the midway point. The Vikings, if you recall, in 2011, were 2-6 after 8 games. The Vikings test is really ahead of them with 3 games at home, 5 on the road. The Vikings' last visit to Seattle, which is the next game, back in 06, was a 31-13 win. And the Seahawks defense, they'll be waiting for the Vikings, rated one of the NFL's best. But the potential for a quarterback controversy is alive and well in the Emerald City. And it was back in July when the Vikings went to camp in Mankato when they started to hear the unrest. Some of the rubes out there, a lot of the naysayers saying, yeah, they won 3 games last year. They may not win that many this year. Well, already the Vikings have surpassed last year's total, and this is a football team that absolutely believes in itself. A number of them have been with us here at 7, and all along they've said, we're better than they think we are. We've got each other's back. We're making a run at the postseason.
The snap from Leffler. Oh, he's got it right down the middle.
We have a lot of humble dudes on this team. They just want to work hard and play, and they just want to bond together and win games.
Off the fake. Ponder to the end zone. Touchdown, Kyle Rudolph. Oh, he takes a huge loss. All the way back to the 15 in the arms of Everson Griffen.
You got to trust that guy that's next to you. You got to trust on him. You got to know that he's doing the right thing, and you got to be accountable. If you do all that right things, then we can have a great team this year.
Here goes Harvin. He's got one man to beat. Down to the 40, down to the 20. Percy Harvin.
I don't think any of us really buy into outside sources. I think we just we know what we can do within the building, and we have a lot of faith in each other and ourselves, so we just go out and play every week.
From midfield, there goes Adrian Peterson like he was fired out of a cannon.
The chemistry of the line is just great. Like I said, it's a whole different attitude, a lot physical this year, and we're just taking it upon ourselves to be the leaders of the team.
They go the other way to Percy Harvin. Viking touchdown.
Jared, Kevin, Brian, and LaTroy, those guys always tell us each and every day that they got our back. So once they say that and I look them in the eyes, I know they're going to keep those offensive linemen off of me, and for them to do that, I'm going to give them my everything.
And a lot of people think that this is a rebuilding year, this year, next year, but we don't look at it this way. And we're looking out to go win a Super Bowl. I mean, that's our goal every year, and we know that we can have a good team. And so we're looking to make that next step and that inch that we got to change and be a lot better this coming year.
We've made it easier for you to get your game on. Download this new Game On app, and it is cool. Available for your iPhone, your Android as well. You'll find shows and photos, links to all our sponsors, including the fine folks here at 7. A lot of cool stuff. And don't forget, go inside Game On. Our site has updates and blogs from all the teams, and we also link you to our partner site, which is purplepride.org. So check us out. Got a lot for you, because we got our Game On. Time now for Voice of the Fan, brought to us by purplepride.org.
I think it's going to be, a successful year. All the guys are great, really, good guys so far, and So hopefully we can build on that and like I said, build that chemistry and do something good.
On deck, talking Twins, it's hot stove time with Newman, Al Newman.
It starts your morning with the forecast, then watches your energy use all day. It can change your temperature from anywhere in the world, prevent you from heating and cooling an empty house, and still give you a comfortable welcome home. The iComfort Wi-Fi from Lennox.
The most advanced comfort control solution available anywhere is now available for your home.
So call Liberty Comfort Systems and make your home a smart home today.
Get up to $1,375 in rebates.
Get the party started, Dale. Pitbull together with Bud Light. Here we go.
This season, the Wolves look to rise to new heights in the West. And you're home for all of the action. Is Fox Sports North.
Welcome back to Game On, powered by 7, your ultimate event destination. Everybody knows this man. One of our favorite Twins of all time, Al Newman in the house. How are you, Newman?
Glad to see you. You know, it's always good to see you.
Always great to see you. Thank you for being with us. Let's get right to it. Detroit, San Francisco in the World Series. Detroit spent a king's ransom to get there. You thought they would be there.
I always thought they'd be there, and I tell you why. When you do spend a king's ransom, you expect results, and when you've got the #1 pitcher in the game in Verlander, and with that bullpen, you've got a pretty good chance of getting there.
Okay, now when you bring up pitching, Twins fans bristle, because all along you've said that the Twins offense isn't bad, and that's true.
Sure.
Their bullpen was okay. How do you fix a starting pitching staff like that?
Well, you know, a lot of the guys that they were counting on, the Bakers and guys like that, Blackburn.
Yeah.
You were counting on Gibson in spring training, but he got hurt or whatever. That's a setback.
Right.
Zimmer, your #1 picks from the last 2 years, getting hurt. That's a big-time setback that the Twins could not afford to do. Whereas a team like Detroit can go out and get players, the Yankees can get players, the Twins cannot do that.
So this offseason is going to be frustrating for Twins fans. Can they fix this? Can they afford a Zach Greinke?
Let me look at the camera right now and go, there will be no Verlanders and there will be no Greinke in the plans for the Minnesota Twins.
They can't afford them.
They cannot afford them, and the Twins will not go out there and get those type of guys. You know Terry Ryan, he's going to try to find a diamond in the rough, and that's not a bad thing. I know the fans here are a little bit hesitant about what he might do, but give Terry some credit. He'll find a way to get a decent couple of starters here to make it happen.
He's a very, very good baseball man, but there's a lot of pitching over the course of a season, as you know.
Yes.
And that's a little worrisome for Twins fans who've grown weary of 90 lost seasons over the last couple.
Well, I tell you what, there's been a couple of guys that I was somewhat disappointed in. Blackburn, I thought, would definitely have a better
Is he a major league
year.
pitcher?
You know what? He's a back end of the rotation type guy, a 4 or 5, but I thought he would be a stalwart major league pitcher.
Right.
Baker, off and on again, it makes me wonder how competitive his nature is. But, you know, it puts Gardy and Rick Anderson in a bad way when you're counting on guys, Pervano going down, even though he's an older statesman, you still relied on him to be the #1.
Can he play next year?
He'd have to be a 5. I wouldn't count on him.
Wow. So you're still all over the place. You have Newman camps, so numbers up there, or the website is up there, newmancamps.com, and you're off to Las Vegas, all over the place. What are you doing?
Well, I work with the Minnesota Baseball Academy, and we have travel teams, and I actually am coaching this year, the 16 level.
Nice.
I enjoy it. I'm excited about it, and I tell you what, we go to Vegas, as you mentioned, Phoenix. Right. We'll go to Florida twice, Vero and Fort Myers, and the boys really enjoy it, and it's competitive baseball.
Nice, and it's funny because I was thinking about you over the last week while we were preparing for the show, and I knew about your camp, and I wandered across some bats. I thought bats were all, Hillridge Bradsby
Yeah,
and
sure.
Louisville Slugger and all that stuff. They're now composite. This is made by Baden, and it's composite, and you say you're seeing this a lot.
Well, with the young levels that I coach, the 16 to the 18s, they break a lot of bats because they're trying to learn how to use wood. And composite bats is the way to go. If I was,
it's not aluminum. It's not the aluminum.
It's not aluminum.
Bats.
It's composite, and it's hard for kids to break. It breaks because of wear and tear over a period of time. And I've been talking to my players about buying these type of bats, and today you just happen to have one, and that's awesome. But I tell you what, when you're a rookie ball player, I know in rookie ball and professional sports, that's how the players break in. They break in using these composite bats. And I tell you what, I'm glad you showed this to me today, so now I know where to tell my players to go.
Well, it's fascinating because you look at the handle too. A lot of these things are really different in their presentation, and it used to be the knob.
Sure.
No more.
There used to be flan knobs. This is kind of a flan knob, but it also has a little hook there. That allows for whippability. When you get a little more experience, and I didn't have much power, but
you could handle a bat.
I probably could handle this bat a little better with that little hook there. A lot of things have changed, and I tell you what, in the game, they stopped fooling around with the handles because guys were starting to break that hamate bone. Remember, that was an in vogue type injury back in the day, and so that's why those were eliminated. But for young players, I'm sure this will help.
Awesome. Well, the bat's yours.
Thank you.
And thanks to Baden for that, and we look forward to more. And thank you for all you do. Let's get back together soon.
Oh, most definitely.
It's Newman, only here on GameON. Time again for the Bud Light lineup. Vikings will be at Seattle November 4th. The Gophers welcome Michigan. The Wolves will open their NBA season against Sacramento. And the Twins 124 days away from opening day against the AL champion Detroit Tigers. North Dakota gets Southern Utah. Missouri State visits North Dakota State. There's South Dakota State and South Dakota all on November 3rd. In hockey, the Minnesota men have a home-and-home with Minnesota State, St. Cloud State at University of Denver, UND and Boston U, North Dakota State at Dakota College, and yes, there's the Minnesota Wild. They would have been playing a very good game November 1st against the Stanley Cup champion LA Kings, but that is canceled due to labor unrest. The Champions Tour, the Schwab Scottsdale Classic, PGA gets the Disney, and NASCAR Texas 500 November 4th. 7 events. Don't forget Sunday Night Live is always fun with a lot of Vikings at 10 o'clock on Sunday nights. 7 Ultra Lounge Friday and Saturdays at 9 o'clock. And all you can eat sushi is Sunday and Monday from 6 to 9. Go to their website, www.7mpls.com. And the GameON podcast featuring Rod Webby and the A-Train, always good, always fresh too. One-on-one with show guests, all the latest inside information. Send us a note, podcast@GameOnTVMN.com. We'd love to hear from you. And that's your Bud Light lineup. Time again for Voice of the Fan, brought to us by PurplePride.org. How are the Wolves' expectations this season? Coach Adelman?
Well, I think it's obviously half the team is new, so I think we have potential to be pretty good. We just have to see how they all fit together, but I like the people we brought in. I think it's going to be a good team for the fans to watch.
On deck, the chef with a full dinner table. It's next on Game On. 7 is the ultimate fine dining and entertainment destination. There's 3 levels of distinct and unforgettable experiences ahead. 7 is the winner of the prestigious Open Table Diners Choice Award. It's memorable. You'll never forget 7's 5-star steakhouse, 7's award-winning menu. 7 Sushi is not only unique, but unrivaled. And 7's view is sweeping and magnificent year-round. 7 offers catering, the ease of front door valet, and unforgettable service. It's 7, downtown Minneapolis, your ultimate event destination. Welcome back to Game On, powered by 7 Steakhouse, Sushi, Ultra Lounge, and Sky Bar, downtown's ultimate event destination. Time now to check in with Chef B. This from our celebratory 100th episode, when Chef B had the table full of stars and some great food. It is Cooking with Chef B. Busy dinner table right now. Stuff you guys really like. And you got it all. You got a little sushi, you got a little steak, and we love the cake pops from the dip shop. And thank you, Amy Peterson, for these. They're absolutely spectacular. You like a little bit of everything. Tell us why you knew that this was a bone-in right off the bat.
Yeah, I knew. I'm coming here often, so I really know. This is my favorite, actually.
Is it? Tell us about the bone-in. Why is it so popular?
Bone-in's so popular, you're not going to get it in a lot of restaurants. Generally speaking, you're going to get it without the bone. The bone's really going to add that fatty goodness, that beefy flavor at the end.
And it's only 2 on every cow, on every build.
Yeah. Is that right?
Yeah.
You have a little bit of everything,
Yeah.
including the cake pop. Tell us what your favorite.
You know, with me, I'm not a picky eater. I eat it all. You know, I like sushi, I like cake pops, I like steak. I pretty much eat anything.
But you said you were a careful eater when I talked to you in the locker room about that the other day.
Yeah, I am, but you know, this is all healthy. You know, red meat, you know, got your sushi. Probably a little high in carbs, but it's still good for you.
Cake pops have no fat at all. You can eat these forever. I love that about those. This is a very cool table because we normally don't get 2 athletes at one time, but it's fun because you guys like a little bit of everything.
Yep.
Will you eat this stuff during the season? Will you concentrate on leaner meals, more sushi during the regular season?
Try to eat a lot of chicken, you know, during the season, you know, some carbs.
Training table for you, Everson?
You know, it depends on the portions, you know. You can pretty much eat anything, you know. I try to eat like at least 6 meals a day, you know, make my metabolism go, and shakes, you know, after practice, after I work out, you know. But you can pretty much eat anything if you eat it healthy, you know. Once our metabolism is running high, then it comes right out.
You eat 6 meals?
Yeah.
I eat 6 meals sometimes.
What were we going to say, Chef?
No, I eat about 8 times a day and work out about 10 times a day, so I understand. Same
absolutely,
regimen, the exact same regimen.
Absolutely.
So, yep.
Thank you, gentlemen, for being here. We're glad you're a part of our 100 show, and glad you're here at 7.
Thanks.
Thank you very much. Have a great
Thanks.
season, Peck.
Thanks.
Love having you, big guy. Thank you guys for being here, Peck.
100, baby.
That's right.
100.
And the dip shop, Miss Amy, thank you so much. It's Cooking with Chef B, only here.
And eating bite-sized lollipops.
The message is simple. Spread positivity and create a vehicle to help others. Give back, and Love Big is creating new ways to increase awareness. Put November 19th on your calendar. It's a night to meet every Viking player if you'd like, and attack hunger at the same time. Taste of the NFL will take over Nickelodeon Universe at Mall of America. It's the party with a purpose. It will raise thousands and thousands of dollars to benefit hunger relief. Go to tasteofthenfl.com and we'll see you November 19th. Learn more about Love Big at lovebig.org. GameON and 7 supports this great effort. Together, we'll get it done. Question for all the guys, have you ever been chicked? We'll tell you what that means. It's next on GameON.
Pick up the latest issue of Wheels of Thunder magazine. If it's on wheels, you'll find it in Wheels of Thunder. Full color photos of bikes, trikes, cars, trucks, and even sleds. High performance or right off the street. Mind-blowing power, speed, and custom touches. It's all in Wheels of Thunder magazine. Plus, find out about the latest races, rallies, and custom products and services in your area. Check out Wheels of Thunder on Facebook and follow them on Twitter. Wheels of Thunder.
Welcome back. It's GameON powered by 7, your ultimate event destination. This is Jennifer Martin. She is from Chicked.com. If you're a runner like I am, I've run a couple marathons, a lot of half marathons, you have walked in my shoes. You have just been chicked. Tell us the story.
That's right. Well, anyone in the athletic world or even competitive world has heard the phrase, you just got chicked, which means that Rod's running here, I'm running behind him, and as I pass him, he may not know it, but he'll soon find out that he just got chicked.
You go to the website, and it's right there, chick.com. It says the act of getting passed by a stronger female.
Mm-hmm.
You had to put the adjective in there, the stronger thing. You've caught on. It's been a couple years, but you're catching on.
That's right. We're a local company, just 2 women who started here in Minneapolis.
Yeah.
The phrase has been out there, but we decided to put the print on the back of a shirt. Yeah. But most of, honestly, our strongest point is about female empowerment. Women being strong, women being able to succeed, and then maybe a little bit of tongue-in-cheek and fun with it by putting it there on the back of a shirt.
A lot of guys, I would imagine, are pretty competitive, and they might take a little offense to it, but it is what it is.
Absolutely. They are getting passed. And we've really had some positive reaction. It always sparks conversation if you have a shirt on. And I mean, as much competition as it does bring, it also brings a feeling of good for both the guy who wants to keep up, and for the female who
did the chicken.
Yeah, who did the chicken.
Yeah, and your stuff is really, really nice. Look at that. You just got checked. I don't remember seeing this exactly, but I know it happened. So I've been there, done that, and it's it's the fun Nike running gear too.
Right. We've printed. We've done an aftermarket print on Nike, so it's good quality wear. Everybody knows it. Everybody likes it. You can order online. We have shirts, tank tops, capris, running skirts. We kind of go girl style. Although we do have a shirt for you, Rod. We have a shirt that says, "I get chicked, and I like it."
Very nice. And I know that you're at all these running events, so your reach is growing just like you want.
Right. We started primarily in the athletic world of running and triathletes. Cycling is a big sport also. We have some great cyclists who wear our shirts, and we have biking kits and skin suits. But our reach is growing. In fact, we're working with other athletes and also just women who are empowering themselves. We worked with some of the cancer walks of their chicken cancer, but we really don't want to stop there. I mean, it's really about women being strong in all walks of life.
I want my daughter to wear it and wear it proudly.
That's right.
That's what it's all about. So if you want to get more information, how do they contact you? Can they email you? How do they do that?
Absolutely. It is www.chick.com. We take all kinds of inquiries, questions. We do custom shirts and custom prints.
Yeah, so they can go to the website and email you right there.
Absolutely. We've got our own, we've got our pictures, we've got our phone numbers, we've even got our addresses on there because we're still selling out of our basement and our back of our car. So
not for long. Not for long.
We hope not.
Awesome stuff. Jennifer, thank you for being with us. And you just got chicked, only here on GameON. Don't forget to keep up with the Wolves and the NBA with my weekly blog. It's SimonSays at Timberwolves.com. Connected to all things inside this NBA team, part of a great NBA website too, and it's all at your fingertips. It's interactive. I'd love to hear your thoughts. Write me at rod@GameOnTVMN.com and look for a new Simon Says blog each and every Thursday, only at Timberwolves.com. How's your fantasy team doing? Our guru's in the house to give us an update and more next on GameOn.
There was a time when phones the size of your shoe were considered mobile. Today's technology was unthinkable back then. Just like this Lennox SunSource home comfort system was once unimaginable. It uses clean solar power, reducing energy bills and helping the environment. It's time to live in the now.
Call Liberty Comfort Systems for the most advanced technology in heating and air conditioning.
When you're ready to live in the now, call Liberty Comfort Systems.
Liberty and service for all.
Get up to $1,375 in rebates.
Welcome back. It's GameOn, powered by 7, your ultimate event destination. You know who this man is. The fantasy guru is back in the house. Jeremy Johnson, how are you, man?
I'm doing well. How are you?
Oh, doing great. Vikings, 2 games last week, so they're resting today, enjoying the time off. But you're very, very busy talking about a lot of games that matter in terms of fantasy, and it gives us a chance to kind of look at the landscape a little bit. Who are the biggest busts so far at halfway point?
Well, this year, as far as the busts, you're looking at predominantly some of your big-name wide receivers. Andre Johnson has only found the end zone twice. Calvin Johnson only 1 time so far this year. But also looking at quarterbacks, Matthew Stafford has thrown 5 touchdowns to only 6 picks. So he's turning the ball over and not quite getting the ball to his receivers.
Randy Moss?
Yeah, Randy Moss. We called it week 3 when they were here against the Vikes. Sit him, and that meant for the rest of the season.
Quarterback, wide receiver combinations.
Yeah, with the combinations, it's either a make or break for your fantasy week. You have guys like Eli Manning and Victor Cruz.
Oh, yeah.
They've scored 7 touchdowns between the two. Just looking at last week's Monday night game between the Bears and the Lions, they were displaying the Cutler to Marshall combo, along with the Stafford to Johnson numbers, and it was kind of interesting to see the dominance of one over the other.
New England still has the magic.
Yeah, New England, fantasy football-wise, you've got Tom Brady throwing the ball to Wes Welker, Gronkowski. Brandon Lloyd hasn't gotten in the end zone as much this year, but he's still getting yardage.
And the email question this week about Chris Johnson, who I think is vastly overpaid, hasn't really performed since he signed a contract. That being the case, the email question.
Email question comes to us from Big J in Little Canada.
Nice.
And he is asking, which version of Chris Johnson do I think we'll see the rest of the way? My quick answer is last week's version, where he ran for 195 yards. He probably won't hit those numbers, but looking at their matchups in the fantasy playoffs, they play the Colts, the Jets, and the Packers.
Yeah.
And I like those matchups. So he's a guy that I might even try to go out and trade for.
And you have him in your top 3 as we wind up.
Yeah, I do. Along with him, I do have a quarterback, Eli Manning, and also
Tony Gonzalez.
Tony Gonzalez.
Who's having a great season.
43 catches.
Unbelievable.
He's a favorite target of Matt Ryan's. He's another one of those quarterbacks who spreads it out.
Yeah.
So you can't really pick a favorite receiver, and that might change from week to week.
You have all those kids, and how do you keep all that stuff in your head?
I actually play a lot with my phone at work, and I don't know if I should have told everybody that, but yeah.
I hear suspension coming.
Well, I don't know if it'll go that far, but
okay.
Maybe I have to put it away.
Yeah, no kidding. Well, thank you again for being on the podcast. You were on with us last week. Don't forget, you can get all our updates and podcasts and information, especially from the Guru, on our website, Facebook site, as well as GameOnTVMN.com. Just find our podcast link and hit it. That being the case, time now for our Game On update. The Lynx are home and have scattered for their off season after losing to Indiana and losing that shot at repeat titles. Record for the season, 27-7, and back-to-back final appearances. Not bad if you ask Game On. Congratulations, ladies. And just a few days ago, it was Matt Blair's day in the Dome again. The legendary Viking honored with his name added to the Ring of Honor.
Well, when I was first told that this was going to happen and how they did it was kind of interesting, and it kind of blew my mind.
Yeah.
And my adrenaline started flowing, and it was just like something that was, I just didn't expect that to happen when they were trying to tell me that I was number 20 coming into the Ring of Honor.
Speaking of great Vikings, let's keep up the heat and get Jim Marshall his big day. We're working to get number 70 into the Hall of Fame. So go to Facebook, type in Jim Marshall Hall of Fame. Please like the page, and let's keep up the push for good old number 70. And that's your Game On update. Time now for the MIAC Minute. The MIAC recently held its first championship event of the year, getting ready for the rest of the fall championships and playoff season. Recently, the conference held its 2012 golf championship at Bunker Hills. Gustavus men, St. Olaf women claiming the first MIAC championships of the fall. Gustavus senior Alex Kolkwitz, the talk of the tournament, breaking the old MIAC scoring record by 6 shots, shooting 9 under par over the course for the 3-day tournament. St. Olaf senior Molly Erickson was the women's medalist, adding the MIAC title to her national runner-up finish and All-American honor from a year ago. Congratulations. And that's your MIAC Minute. And that's it for us. Thank you for letting us be a part of your weekend from the Dakotas to downtown Minneapolis. Get all our updates at GameOnTVMN.com. And when we see you next week, we're talking Vikings and Wolves as the Minnesota Timberwolves get ready to start their new NBA season. Until then, I'm Rod Simons. And don't forget to keep your game on.